For this video, I'm going to cover shop projects 1 through 4, and something I wanted to show you is that I went ahead and drew these pictures on this sheet here to help myself keep this in order as far as where the offset and advance side of the triangles are for these different ones. For the 60 degree, you got a smaller advance and a larger offset, and it's the opposite for the 22.5. And the 45 is kind of like the turning point. This is where the offsets get smaller, and this is where the advances get smaller. So, anyways, whatever helps, or whatever you can use to help remember that. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Alright, so getting started with this one here on number 1. Let's see, to figure out A, I went ahead right with the given stuff here. So I always go with, obviously, I'm sure you do too. Got the given of 20 inches. And then figuring out the step ahead here, which we call X, was 2 inches. That was the 10 times this 0.20 there, and that gives you 2 inches, so that'll be 18 inches. And then moving forward, trying to figure out what A and B are, we would need to find out what this advance is. So use 4 inches and plug that into the advance formula. Advance equals offset, which is the offset, 4 inches times 2.41. And let's see, what did I get for that one here? I think it was 9 something. Let's see, 4 times 2.41. Yeah, it's 9 5/8 inches. That's what this advance was. And I put it down as like 22.5 degree advance equals 9 5/8 inches. So that's what that was, there to there. So in figuring out what A was, you just simply take whatever side you're going to go with. You're going to go with E. This side here, you want to figure out A, you'd go 18 inches and the 9 5/8 inches, add those two together, subtract that from 40, that'll give you A. And for A, as we know in class, we went over these, but anyhow. And then for F, went ahead and took 20 inches plus the 9 5/8 inches and got B. Oh, I'm sorry. 20 inches plus the 9 5/8 inches, add those together, subtract them from 40, then you get B. Alright. So, and then in order to figure out what C and D are, you take that 4 inches offset. So you look at travel equals offset times 2.61, and C and D are going to be the same. So we got 10 7/16 inches because they're equal spread offsets. They start off at 10 inches. They both turn at what is it, 22.5, and then when they straighten back out, they are still parallel and at the same spread. So that means that these two travel pieces are going to be the same. So moving on to number 2, went ahead and took the given information right away of 2 feet for A, and then figured out the step ahead, which is X. Step ahead is 3 5/16 inches. So you take the 2 feet, subtract 3 5/16 inches, you get B, and then that I got 1 foot 8 11/16, and then take what you got for B and subtract 3 15/16 again. I'm sorry, 3 5/16, and then you get C. So it's 3 5/16. That's what X is. And I spoke there. So 1 foot 5 3/8 inches for C. And then again, we got these guys here. They're all going to be the same. Got equal spread offsets. So you take 6 inches times 1.414, that's 8.5 inches. So all three of those are equal. And then moving forward with this here, we take 44.5 inches, subtract 2 feet, and then subtract the 6 inches, and then you get G. And then for G, you take and add the 3 and 5/16 inch step ahead, and you'll get H. And then you take H and add the 3 and 5/16 step ahead, and you get I. So that covers that one. Then for let's see, this one. This is one that threw me a bit here, because I looked at these two here and assumed they were the same. This here, and they are not. This is 10 inches and this is 8 inches. So, anyways, taking the given information, you got F right away there at 22 inches. You figure out your step ahead for a 60 degree, and they give you the formula down here, 0.577. I may have used 0.58, so my numbers are might be off, but just by a little bit, 16th or so. See, so we got 8 times 0.577, and I ended up doing a 5/8. So there you go. So I got 4 and 5/8 inches for that one, and then so I took the 22 inches, subtracted the 4 and 5/8 inches from that 22 inches, and got E. Then need to figure out what this advance is here, and that's 10 inches times the 0.577 or 0.58, and that's going to be 5 and 13/16 roughly. Might vary by 16th depending on what you use there, if you use the 0.577. And so anyhow, so you take E, 1 foot 5 and 3/8 I got, plus the 5 and 13/16 advance, and subtract that from 43 1/4, and you get A, which is 1 foot 6 3/4. And then did the same thing for B on this side, took F, added the advance of 5 and 13/16, and then subtracted that from 43 1/4, and got 1 foot 3 and 7/16 inches. So I think that was it for that one. Oh, sorry, C and D. So travel, did I say that? Yeah, I'm getting confused. Okay, so for travel, you take the offset, which is 10 inches times 1.16, which is 11.6 inches, which is 11 and 5/8 inches is what C and D are, because they're equal spread offsets, parallel, and they continue to be parallel and same spread before and after. So that is that one. Let's see. And then number 4, we have the given information of 46 inches. Find out what our step ahead is here, which is Y, is 18 inch spread times a 45 degree angle, or actually it's the 0.414, which is the let's see, what would that be? The advance of the 22.5, and that'll give you the step ahead. And so you take that 46 inches, subtract Y, which is 7 and 7/16 inches, and you get A. And then going forward, continuing up this guy here, on this side, we can take B, which is 46 plus 21, and it gets us to there, and subtract that from 7 foot 8 1/2. That gives us F, which is 2 foot 1 1/2 inches, And then for A, we take, for E, we take, let's see, whatever we got for A, add the 33 inches, subtract that from this whole dimension here, and that left over will give us E, which is 1 foot 7 1/8, I believe. I'm sorry, 1 foot 8 and 5/16. So, and then to figure out X, you take what you got for F, subtract E, and X equals 4 9/16 inches. And then for C, you take 33, and being a 45, you multiply the 33 times 1.414, and that'll give you 3 foot 10 and 11/16. And then of course D is a 45, so we take D, and the offset is 21 inches, and multiply it by 1.414, and we get 2 foot 5 and 11/16 inches. So that is all for that one, and hope that helps. If I notice I got anything incorrect or something you don't agree with or something you got a question on, let me know. Thanks.